Oh, hey everybody. Whoa. Okay, hey everybody, I'm gonna do a review of Extreme Prejudice. Okay, let's just jump. I want to get this over with. Okay, so this is the first issue. Cool cover. Really cool cover. And so the story is Chapel is like taking over hell. I like this picture. It's cool. Like fold out. Well, it's not. No, it's not a fold out. Just a spread or whatever. So Chapel is like taking over hell. He's gonna destroy Earth and move on to the universe, and all the heroes except Spawn of the Image universe have to stop him. And so like there's this thing called Order of the Night that have been destined to stop him. This is Roman. He's the Submariner of the Image universe, and it's just Namor backwards. Roman. It's just terrible. And that's Colonel Bravo in the middle. I don't know who that is. I want to say it's Cabot, but I don't think it is. And then this is Link. They look cool. So like they're destined to stop Chapel and Crypt. There's John Prophet. And they talk about it. They don't do anything. None of that happens. Second issue is Supreme. And this is the same thing as the Extreme Prejudice, where the bad guy, Photon, no, there's a character named Photon, like Requiem or Quasar or some shit. Like, he kicked Supreme's ass too, and Crypt has been sent by Chapel, I guess, to weaken or destroy him, soften him up before Chapel comes and destroys them. And it's the same thing as that Extreme Prejudice. Crypt kicks Supreme's ass. He pretty much kills him. And Supreme is like the Image Superman, but he's a wimp. I mean, if he can get beaten, like royally beaten by two guys, like not very far apart, what good is he? And what good are the other heroes? So 3 is in Bloodstrike, and I think Bloodstrike looks cool. Bloodstrike was a team, and then it turned into this guy who looks cool, like a Deadpool Cable guy. And this whole issue is just Bloodstrike and another team he's assembled. They're gonna break this guy, this badass named Warwolf, out to fight Crypt, because like he's the only guy strong enough to take on Crypt. Just a Wolverine Sabretooth ripoff. So they break him out. That's pretty much it. And at the end of the issue, Crypt is gonna attack Brigade. And Crypt looks really cool, but he talks like a teenage bully. See Crypt there, he looks cool, but yeah, he should talk like a warrior. He says, "She's a pretty one. I can't wait to open her up and see how she looks on the inside. Ha ha ha." Oh, it's terrible. Let me talk about the writer too. So the 4th part is in Brigade 16. Art's terrible, and he just kicks Brigade's ass. But at the end, what happens? Nothing happens at the end. It just goes on to the New Men. That's a cool cover. So basically, it's just the same thing. He just goes to each comic book and beats up the title character. But one of the members of the New Men, or I think it doesn't matter. Like, one of them is pregnant and has a baby that's also destined to stop Chapel and Crypt. But in the middle, this character called Kyber comes out. He looks cool. He looks cool. Just to get killed on the next page by Crypt. So nothing happened with that. So yeah, Crypt's just kicking everybody's ass. And then they have this page of this cool looking character too. I guess it's setting up something for the future, but nothing happens. Not in this story, and I'm sure they forgot about it. There's the Order of the Night and Werewolf. And like they spent that whole issue like breaking Werewolf out so he could fight Crypt, and he gets his ass kicked. But I mean, big surprise. Oh, so this is the. It says part 7 of 8. This is actually the 6th. They can't even get the numbering right, but that's a cool cover. Not Cable and not Hawkeye. Let's see. So all the teams have gathered up after they've all had their ass kicked, just like the Extreme Prejudice. And then Crypt busts in and just starts beating their ass. So this is the baby that grew up like in a day and is destined to beat Crypt and Chapel, but he gets destroyed. Chapel's just kicking everybody's ass. And then at the end, John, Prophet, and Kirby show up. Kirby is Jack Kirby. Like I guess they made this character in honor of Jack Kirby, but it's a dishonor. He's terrible. He's a midget. I guess he's supposed to be like a Nick Fury, but he's just a throwaway character. And then part 7 is in Prophet, which you know what? The art by Stephen Platt, I think it's really cool. And Prophet can fight Crypt because they're the same person. Crypt is just John Prophet from the future, like corrupted. But it's just so stupid because Prophet is more like a stoic, barbaric warrior guy, and Crypt is just like a teenage bully. Oh, it's so terrible. Like, look how terrible that is. Jesus. So, John Prophet chops off Crypt's head, and Chapel comes to. Now he's gonna fight. But you haven't seen Chapel like the whole. In like 5 issues, and he comes in at the end and who cares? By then, Jesus, this is so bad. Cool cover, the last issue finally. And it's just, by this time I just was wanting to finish it. Here's Satan as this guy Graves, and now he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight Chapel. Oh, Jesus, why didn't he just do that before? So that baby that grew up in a day. Oh, first Supreme comes back, which he did the same. I think he did the same thing in the Extreme Prejudice. And Chapel just laser beams him to death again, and he's out of there. And this guy's resurrected again, and he teams up with Lucifer, and they combine powers and they destroy Chapel. Lucifer is back in control of hell. Everyone's the same. Supreme is like beat up a little bit. Prophet looks cool there. Everybody gets an epilogue. Nothing changed. Nothing really happened. This was terrible. There's some Spawn toys. The writer, it said, story by Rob Liefeld. Jesus. Script by Eric Stevenson. Eric Stevenson is one of the worst writers. Jesus Christ. There's a documentary on Amazon Prime about Image, and they talk to him, and he's like in a suit. He was like an Image bigwig and like a publisher or something. He's a terrible writer. How did he get so rich writing garbage like this? Jesus. Like, so this Extreme Sacrifice gets a one hand of fate out of 5. It's just some of the worst trash I've ever read in comic book form. Next video I do, I'm just gonna review a comic book that I did enjoy. Like I said, I thought it would be fun to like rag on these comics, but it's just frustrating. So that's it. I'll see you later.